Hey Capricorn, welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. So this is going to serve for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising from Monday, November the 8th until Sunday the 14th. I hope everyone has been doing well. I want to say thank you so much for all of the views, the likes, the shares, the comments. For all of those of you that are new subscribers, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really greatly appreciate it. And to those of you that have visited and booked readings with me and did some shopping in my little tiny boutique, thank you so much. All right, so as I did in October, I'm getting a lot of good positive feedback about doing this. I'm going to continue on. While I talk about the astrology for the week, I am going to lay down the cards for Capricorn Sun, Capricorn Rising, and Capricorn Moon that I will read at the end of the week here, so that you can get as much detail as you possibly can to support you this week, okay? All right, so obviously Monday and Tuesday we're continuing on with our Capricorn Moon, okay? So whether you're Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Rising, you're going to get a little bit of something out of this. But today is proving to be a very interesting day, and the next few days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, are going to prove to be some very interesting days for people. Because we have a couple of big energies that are out there. So the big one that's going on for today is the fact that we have a conjunction with the Moon in Capricorn with Venus in Capricorn. Now, the bigger concern with this for a lot of people is that it's like mom and dad kind of having a little bit of an argument. They're on opposite sides of the astrological chart, and so they just don't naturally get along very well. It doesn't have to be completely negative for everyone, but there can be some challenges in communication and trying to get along across some loving thoughts. We also have a square, and we've been talking about this for a while, the whole Chiron and Aries self-healing and self-responsibility within that healing pops up again in a lot of people's face with this Moon in Capricorn, so be mindful of that. But we do have the Sun in Scorpio, which is highlighting the opportunity to try to have some interesting communication with people and bringing things to the surface. So again, if mom and dad are having an argument, at the end of the day, the argument is meant to be something that will be productive and healing at the end of the day. We also have this gorgeous energy that's still following us with the Neptune in Taurus energy, okay? So again, Neptune is the energy of the Fool, and Taurus is the energy of, you know, tangible, touchable things, and how do we bring across new ideas and things of that nature into our world in a very even Steven kind of a way. We also do have the energy of Mars in Scorpio. Okay, so that's a lot of aggressive pushing energy, and it can be good if you're trying to get to a place where you really are trying to get some things done, as well as Mercury in Scorpio. So a lot of conversation going on about how to make those things happen. So that's a lot of energy today. On Tuesday, we have the energy again of Sun in Scorpio, which could be supportive. But then we also have the Moon in Capricorn pushing against the Pluto in Capricorn. So we've talked about that conjunction as well before, because that is the whole scenario of where Pluto is really trying to, within this season, naturally, Scorpio energy, force some things to the surface that need to get adjusted and changed for you. And with also the Neptune and Piscean energy could be a little bit wonky, because we have that pie in the sky. Now, I say it that way, and I don't mean it in a negative way, but what I mean is that people have thought processes and ideas about things that they want to bring forward, and it's just an idea of trying to like get everything to balance out, right? So we have that energy that continues on into Tuesday. Wednesday, my friends, I'm going to flip those back over because I'm curious about that. Wednesday, we have all the same, okay? Mercury in Scorpio now has an opposition to the whole Mars in Scorpio, so that's going to be some pretty heavy energy right there. A lot of conversation about who's going to get on first. So if you're familiar with that whole Abbott and Costello, who's on first, that could be a really interesting day when it comes to Wednesday. But the Moon will have switched signs into the sign of Aquarius, okay? So we've got some sister water energy that is here trying to carry those messages and flow those messages through. But what it does is it creates a square, which are challenging positions, with that whole Mars in Scorpio, with that whole Mercury in Scorpio, excuse me. Now we also have a square with the conjunction of Scorpio, or excuse me, with Aquarius in Saturn. So that could be a huge concern for some people. And Jupiter pops up in there as well, with its placement in Aquarius. And then the other big energy that we have is the square that will take place with the whole, thank you, Neptune in Taurus. Now, these placements don't necessarily have to have a challenge for you per se, but they could be having an effect on other people, which is one of the reasons why I like doing this, so people can have an appreciation and an understanding for the different energies that are out there. Of course, take a look at your chart and see if any of those things could be potentially affecting you in this way. And then, of course, we get to this gorgeous 1111 Pinnacle on Thursday, which also happens to be Veterans Day here in the U.S., Remembrance Day in Canada, and so there could be an opportunity for you to be around, well, maybe home if you get the day in remembrance and observance off of work, or children out of school for the day if they're not already at home. However, you know, there's a good opportunity. The energy does calm down a little bit. We still have this big square, though, that happens with the whole sun in Scorpio with that whole moon in Aquarius. So that is the biggest punch in the face that particular day. But that really does occur like really early in the morning, before 8 o'clock in the morning. So hopefully it will have calmed down for you a little bit. When we get to a little bit later in the afternoon, the big issue that we come up against is the conjunction with Aquarius moon with the whole Jupiter in Aquarius. So that'll cause a little bit of some things to happen when it comes to the expansion of the big ideas that Aquarius wants to bring forward, okay? But then later on in the evening, the moon transitioned into the sign of Pisces, okay? So that Piscean energy, as we wake up on Friday, will really start to calm some of those energies down, because those same big bodies are there, but now they're calmed down with the two sister energies that are really working together, Scorpio water and now the Piscean water that's there. So the biggest energies would be the whole Mars in Scorpio, which kind of calms down the conversation. It makes it a little bit more fluid. And also Mercury in Scorpio, calming down that conversation. When we move into Saturday, we still have some of those same energies. They are a little bit more calm, so we're starting to see a little bit more calm by the time we get to Saturday. It's Saturday, Sunday, the best days of the week. What we do have is this huge conjunction, though. Watch this energy, opposition, excuse me, watch this energy with where communication actually happens. Mercury in Scorpio, and then the whole Neptune in Taurus. So people really want to push forward, and a lot of people are starting to open up their ideas and starting to try to communicate about that. So just be mindful of the extra chitter chatter that comes on. Of course, we get into that a little bit more calm down state when we get to Sunday, and then on Sunday the moon switches into the sign, thank you, of Aries. So we will have a little bit more calm when it comes to that. No, I got those, so these are done. All right, so hopefully some of that astrology helps you a little bit. I am just finishing up here with the last cards, thank you so much, for the sun, the rising, and the moon, which again I'll read here at the end of the reading. All right, so this week we are going to use the Tarot deck as the main base for every single day of the week. I will use the White Sage Tarot deck to clarify. I will also use a couple of different angel cards that are going to come through. I'm going to use the angel prayers, and I'm going to use the angel guide. But because we had some wonkiness with tech last week, I'm going to pull with the Dragon Tarot a couple of extra messages that are leading up to where you're at this particular week really, really quickly. So let's see what the universe has to say to our beautiful Capricorns that are out there. As always, we start off with the sacred geometry, so here we go. Not bad. All right, let's get that in there. Here we go, my friends. Sacred geometry for our Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising, the 8th through the 14th. Here we go. Ooh, this is a big one. We have pineal activation, you guys. Okay, so many of you guys are very awake already, but even those that are just starting to go through their journey, you are starting to see a little bit more activity within your pineal gland, your awareness. Somebody asked me in email, well, how do you know? Well, one of the things that can happen for people is you can start to develop a little pressure in your third eye here. And one of the other things that happens, which is very common, is that you start to drain, like your sinuses just kind of drain. And it's almost like it's clearing. It's clearing the pineal gland itself. So that's one of the ways that you can know. Of course, you're going to start to be tuned in and tapped in, and your intuition just starts to kick in a little bit more. But either you're going through it or you're going to need a little bit more development of that. And I feel, just before I even get into it, that many people that are going to be watching this one are at the very beginning stages. But we'll see what happens, okay? Either way. All right, let's go ahead and get down into the cards for this week for you, Capricorn. Here we go. You want them in that order? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Very interesting. Okay. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, please. Friday. Oh, that's lovely. So, okay, so we've got some clarifiers already that are popping out here. So you've got doubles and a clarifier. This is what we've got. Okay, so this one bridges. Whew. You guys are going to have a very interesting week. And double queens on Saturday. We've got a bridge. And then we've got some changes happening on Sunday, but into the right direction. All right, my friends, so what a lot of is going on here has been a challenge in the past for you as far as moving forward, potentially with a new business, or potentially just, it could be with lots of different things. But what's happening, and I will clarify again, all the different details. What I'm seeing here is that you are just going through this particular week. You're using these energies, again, towards the beginning of the week where things look a little bit wonky in your sign, and you're getting ready to transition into something new, which is stepping you into a new path. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse. We have the Princess of Swords upright. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, but we also have the Four of Wands in reverse. We have the Queen of Wands upright. When we get towards the weekend, we have double queens, the Queen of Discs and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is in reverse. The Queen of Discs is upright. We have the Abundance card, the Three of Cups in the reverse, with the Six of Swords in the upright. So that is definitely telling me we've got a couple different energies, and the bridge between the two of these on the weekend for you is the Hangman. Now, I will go through and I will clarify all of that, but that is telling me that you have had a challenge in the past, and you are working your way out of this particular situation. Something shook you up a little bit in the past. So let's use the Dragon Tarot really, really quickly. And I want to get a little bit of information for our Capricorns, their energies up until today, the 8th. And let's see what we've got. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Thank you. Let's see what energy is chasing you. Nope, not taking all of those. I'm sure there's more than one storyline, but I'm trying to keep this under an hour. Okay. Yep. First card we have out is the Ace of Swords. So there was clarity. I think someone had to wield the sword, though. What is the Ace of Swords about here? The Knight of Coins in the reverse position. Not receiving something. Ooh, yeah, the Sun card in the reverse position. We have the Chariot in the upright. Okay. One more. Woo! And the Eight of Wands. Wow. Okay, so this is what's going on for you guys for sure. This is kind of clarifying for me. Some of you are shifting out of one environment. Could be work environment. It could be relationship. I'll find out more when we do the other clarifiers. But this is what we have here. The Ace of Swords with the Knight of Coins in the reverse position. A lot of challenging a position with that Ace of Swords with something that was a little bit more solid and would have been considered stable or conventional for you. So for me, that means work or job or project or something else that would have been considered a little bit more long-term. What we have here with the Sun in the reverse position and the Chariot in the upright, if you weren't dealing with a Leo, what I'm getting out of this particular situation is that there was a lot of energy trying to move forward. There was a lot of heated energy that was coming out of this position as well. Now, the Chariot card that is here really is an energy of like, it could be considered for a lot of different readers, including myself, the way I'm reading it here, is a situation where you have a move that needed to be made, so karmic energy, if you will. With the Sun in the reverse position, again, if you weren't dealing with the Leo specifically, with trying to move past or pushing past the situation, because you're getting towards this Eight of Wands energy, which is Baby Chariot. These two cards together are the same energetically. One just happens to be major arcana. The other one happens to be minor arcana with a lot of communication. Somebody may not have been feeling very well is the energy that I get. But whatever this Sun card in the reverse was had a lot to do with being in the transitory state at that particular moment. Now, the only card that I can say that really follows the energy of what was going on from the previous time up until now, even though it's not the same card, is the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands in the reverse position. Okay, we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But with those two major arcana sitting right next to each other from the previous energy up until now, a lot of major occurrences. And then, like I said, you have a major arcana sitting next to part of its equivalent here in the minor this week. So let's go ahead and let's clarify. I'll put these right here, and let's go ahead and I'll show you the details. So Nine of Swords in the reverse position, you guys, is actually very good. The Nine of Swords is indicating that you are releasing any anxiety, challenges, struggle, or thought process. Could be thoughts. A lot of the time it is thoughts, losing sleep, like I said, anxiety, or this nervous, anxious energy that you would have. You're releasing that. The Princess of Swords, the Page of Swords coming in here, again, offering you new information. This is new information which is communication that you can do something with at this particular moment. So that is good. What this is related towards is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is Jupiter's energy that takes place. Okay. Now, I did mention that we have a lot of different placements that were happening within Jupiter, but this doesn't happen to be on today's energy as much as it does on Thursday's energy. So I want you to realize that these two really do go together, Wednesday and Thursday. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, but we also have the Four of Wands, and in this deck it's called completion. Okay, it looks like the circle, it looks like the wheel, but it is the Four of Wands. There is something that is changing in this energy. The completion cycle. So there is something that is incomplete. There is something that needs to be worked on. It could be in your home life. It could be in a business sector. Okay, because the Four of Wands for me, especially in this time and age, has a lot to do with physical working. It has something to do with your four walls. It definitely is indicating 11-11 energy. That is right here for Thursday, right where it's supposed to be with that whole Jupiter energy that's popping through, and this Aries energy with this Venus, like pushing something through with something that we wanted to, you know, have this gorgeous, lovely state with. Now, what we have here, because we have three queens on the table, so I am definitely getting that there's more than one energy that is here for you, Capricorn, for sure. So what energy we have on Thursday is the Queen of Wands, okay? no, this is Friday, beg your pardon. Friday's energy is the Queen of Wands. Wanted to make sure I clarified that. Now, the Queen of Wands is, as you guys know, if you follow me, is my favorite queen in the whole deck. Knows her value. Male or female, doesn't matter. That strong sense of, I know my value, I know my worth, I know where I'm going, I know what I need to do, I've already started traveling, I bring all the people that I need around me, I share the wealth, but I actually put my hands in it and I start getting rolling with the whole process. She is my favorite queen in the entire deck. So with this Queen of Wands showing up here, again, it's possible that it could be an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius that you could be dealing with that strong of an energy. But it is a solid, kind, trustworthy energy that you can utilize to your advantage if it doesn't happen to be you trying to get into those energies. Here's what gets me on Saturday, and this is why I know you're getting to this big shift. You have the Queen of Cups, and they immediately wanted to clarify with the Queen of Discs. Now, the Queen of Cups in the reverse position is very, very over emotional, and you don't really know what the emotion is about until but very overly emotional, not in her natural state, right? Very moody kind of energy. But the Queen of Discs comes in. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles comes in and is really trying to straighten something up. So this is telling me that we've got two specific different energies that are there. However, 3 queens on the board is very big energy. This is almost like the energy of all but one of the energies that would lead towards the Empress. Excuse me. Manifesting energy that we have here. But what I'm getting out of this really, really quickly is that we're talking about 2 different energies, and someone is getting over something that was going on in the past, and it was pretty heavy. It was a big situation. A kingdom or a queendom was affected her energy at this particular moment. A subject, there's some big challenges with the subject. But with the Queen of Discs sitting there, the Queen of Discs is also a very strong, straightforward, handles money, handles resources very evenly, and dispels or pushes those particular energies out to those folks that are in her kingdom or her queendom as well. You have an interesting bridge card betwixt Saturday and Sunday. You have the Hangman energy that is in the reverse position. So the Hangman is Neptune. Okay, the Neptunian energy does start showing up, like I said, on the Saturday period as well. Friday and Saturday is where it starts to have this placement where the sun in Scorpio has the placement. So for me, I think what we're talking about is this transition. So Neptune is the energy of the moon. It's awareness. It is understanding. If we were to read the cards straight up like this, it means you're at this point where you're willing to sacrifice a little bit of time and effort to receive different details from spirit. Specifically, you're just like letting it all hang out, and you're letting the universe communicate with you about what it is that is going on in your particular world. So when we get to Sunday, this is really cool. I like this combination a lot. What this is telling me is that this 3 of Cups that's in the reverse position, 3 energies, may not have been the right thing. But at some point, you're walking away into this 6 of Swords energy, coming out of a troubled situation, and you're moving forward with guidance with this 6 of Swords energy. So if there was something specific going on between this water sign and this earth sign here, and I feel that very much it could be you. It sounds really, I know it sounds a little bit out there for some people, but I do feel that this fire sign and this pentacle sign, which is you, I feel like there was some sort of a working situation or some sort of a something that was not right between these very strong energies. And with the 3 of Cups in the reverse position, you're realizing that something needed to go, and that's fine. And because you realized something needed to go or something needed to shift, or you will come up to that realization, you will be walking into a future state. So it could be lots of different types of situations, but what I want to do right now is I want to pull a Ganesha card, and then we will get into the clarifiers. I'm going to have to take this jacket off because it is bothering me. Where's my sweater? Don't I have a little sweater in here somewhere? I'll have to find that. All right. Sorry, guys. Me talking to me. I'm excited about this because whatever this means, you're going to be moving forward very, very quickly. And if you're pushing an old situation or an old person, not old person, but if you're pushing somebody from your past, or you're realizing that there's someone that maybe just needs to not be in your circle, that's wonderful growth. I like this. I like the energy of it, especially the outcome. But let's see what Ganesha has to say for our Capricorns here. All right. Courage. Wow, look at that. So we're talking about moving forward with courage, okay? We have the energy of 5 and we have the energy of 5 that is sitting here again. I'm just going to read the courage one real quickly before I go into the details here. What else do you want me to say about courage? Have the courage to move forward in the thing that you're getting ready to get into. Because again, from last week, you had the Chariot and the 8 of Wands. It says the warmth of your open heart can give you comfort to all who cross your path. The root word for courage is coeur, which is the French word for heart. Courage comes from the heart. It's an inner strength guided by love, which seeks truth and justice. And when you have the courage to be your true self, you start to feel empowered to act and live in ways true to your own soul without any illusion, okay? Ganesha is urging you to let down your guard and stop wearing a mask. Begin to have more respect for yourself as well as for others. Beware of making harsh judgments about yourself and others. And when you come from the heart, you will find that you will relate better to other people, okay? Your innate gifts will be able to shine through. You are capable of leadership, achievement, and inspiring others to succeed through your own success. What we're talking about here is your ability to cooperate and thrive in peer ventures with like-minded individuals that are also heightened in their awareness. Pretty much nailed what I said down here. There's something going on with you and other individuals, and you're trying to figure out where the connection needed to be made. And you cannot do business, and you cannot, well you can, but you're being encouraged to find your tribe at this particular moment. So if other people don't fit the bill, don't feel bad about telling them goodbye. Do you know what I mean? Now, let's go ahead and let's see what the angel guidance has to say here before I do the clarifiers and get nosy. Thank you. They want you to count your blessings because something came into your awareness last week, and they want you to continue to count your blessings this week. So what is going on here is there's a gratitude journal, and in the gratitude journal they're thanking their blessings. So keeping and raising your vibration by continually to thank the universe for the things that you already have guarantees that they stay there, but it also raises your vibration enough to allow new things to show up, whatever it is that you're trying to call into your environment. And that definitely takes courage to do. You got to just dedicate a little bit of time to what that means for you, and then you'll start to flow. Okay, let's pull out the littles and let's do a little bit of clarifying here as best as we possibly can. And I really feel that this is straightforward, but let's see what we have here. Can I get a card for Capricorn about this 9 of Swords in the reverse position? That's wonderful. Page of Swords. That is interesting. Reducing, releasing the energy of the Page of Swords. Nope, these two. Thank you. We have the 2 of Swords, a decision that was rendered, and we have the Knight of Cups. The decision that was made from the heart. So whatever decision it is that you had to make with this 9 of Swords, you got past it very, very quickly, okay? So we're going to do a little bit deeper dive with who this Page of Swords is, which is the lynx in this, or the puma on this card. But the 2 of Swords, a strong decision was made, which is what cleared your energy here. Let's take a look at the Princess of Swords, which is the Page of Swords. Let's take a look at that. What's going on with this Page of Swords on Tuesday? 2 of Wands in the reverse position, and the 7 of Wands in the reverse position. So the 2 of Wands has a lot to do with making a path and also making a decision. The 7 of Wands is standing down just a little bit. Let's see what else we have. Anything else on this one? Yes. Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups means that this individual is going to be restored, okay? The Ace of Cups is a gift from the universe. For sure, for sure, for sure. Like that energy a lot. Okay. Let's get to the energy of the Wheel of Fortune here on Wednesday in the reverse position. Woo! Right out the gate, we have the Magician. Mercury. King of Wands in the reverse position. And we have the Major. And we got the Devil card showing up here. You, my friend, I'm going to take one more on that one, they said. Calling in a manifestation, yeah. This is showing up. This is the Ten of Pentacles, my friend. This is what you want. This is what's on its way. And what the universe is talking about, this has a lot to do with decisions that you're making about who you are spending time with. Can't mess with that at all. So the energy of the Magician Mercury having this conversation with this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius energy that I feel very strongly is out there has a lot to do with this individual also backing down a little bit, pulling ranks, pulling back a little bit, stepping back out of the situation. And then the Devil, Capricorn, and this is you, not negativity. This is you receiving this Ten of Pentacles with whatever this decision was. So the only reason the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse position is because it's transitioning this week, okay? So let's get to this Four of Wands in the reverse position. It's possible that maybe, again, you're dealing with a relationship of some shape, way, form, or another. Let's find out what we've got going on here. Four of Wands, 11-11 energy on 11-11. Capricorn, Four of Wands in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. Codependent behavior. Whoa! Nine of Wands in the upright. Wow! Having faith in yourself and having faith. Wow, this is a lot of spiritual energy here with this 9-9 together here on this day. And we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, so as much as I hate to say it, it is very, very possible that somebody was understanding that this Queen of Wands could have potentially been an individual that was throwing a little salt into the system. Although she's not in the reverse position, there is something outstanding about this individual here. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. Again, this is energy of not feeling grounded. This is energy of not feeling unified. This is energy of not feeling whole, which usually means that there is some sort of a codependent behavior. You go right from the Nine of Wands. From a spiritual perspective, for some of you, this has a lot to do with your previous lives and your previous incarnations, and the universe reminding you you've been there, you've done that, and we're walking with you with this ninth wand. Take yourself a little breaky break. Give yourself an opportunity to go within and listen. We're going to share with you this next level of information, but this is what happens for you. The Ten of Wands being completely dropped. Whatever this situation was within this Four of Wands energy, it is done. It's done, okay? Let's see what goes on with this Queen of Wands energy that we have here. Why is the Queen of Wands upright? What's going on here for Capricorn? We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. A moment of not having clarity. Hang on here. And that is what was chasing you from last week. Yep. So the Ace of Swords was what was chasing you from this week. Clarity, or inclarity in this particular situation. The Five of Wands, arguments, competition, negative thought process. Five of Swords. So it is very, very possible. Bottom of the deck, Four of Wands. So this individual, yeah, this is somebody that maybe didn't have their collective poop in a group. You got the 2 5s, you got the middle of the change, pineal gland, 555 sitting here. You are or this individual is going through a significant change right now. So the Ace of Swords in the reverse position is lack of clarity, straight up. That's all it is. The Five of Wands is like I said, it's competition. It's also talking down to yourself. Potentially for some people, shouldn't I? It's that type of back and forth energy, and why did I do that, and this type of a thing. But the Five of Swords energy that we have here is arguments. It is conflict and defeat. And usually for me, it has a lot to do with winning the argument, but at what cost? I mean, you know, you can say whatever you need to say to defend yourself, especially if you really need to be able to do that. But how much energy are you going to expend trying to tell somebody off? There's a way to do it that you are preserving your energy and still getting your point across. So this is harsh energy that's going on with this Queen of Wands at this particular moment. I'm sorry that somebody had to go through that, because I'm feeling that one. So let's talk about the two queens then that we have here on Saturday. Queen of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Discs. Let's see what we've got going on here. The Strength card. You want me to preserve it? Yeah. So this is why this is here. There's a healing that's going on here, but you are healing, but you're going in the right direction with this Six of Wands. I'm going to keep it just like that. Okay. So there is a lot of strength that's happening here and healing, but you are going in the right direction with this particular situation. Let's see what else we have on that. All right, we have the King of Cups in the reverse position with the Queen of Cups. So that is a strong pair of divine feminine and divine masculine. Yeah, it's not good. Way bunch of emotions and not being, just being completely volatile, I guess is the word. Not being able to roll with the punches, not being able to understand the next thing that needs to happen. Just very emotional. Very emotional. What else do we have with the King of Cups there? The Justice in the reverse position. Yeah, something was really wonky here. So the universe wants me to clarify this with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, because whatever's happening this weekend is the bigger culmination for you. What is going on with Capricorn? What is this situation about with the double queens, please? Somebody made a choice. Had to do with something with regards to friendship. Somebody impatient. And something to do with innovation. Wow. So if you're trying to go into business with a friend, or you have something going on with more than one person involved with you in a business, this is the weekend where all the shit comes to the table, and you need to know in advance that you could be dealing with someone that's not going to be able to take the information in the way that it really needs to be taken. But there's nothing you can do about their energy, which is why this Bridge card comes in again. Okay? So the Sacrifice card, the Hangman, being willing to listen to Spirit at this particular moment to go in. It also is take a breaky break, right? Come in and listen to what it is that we have to say in order to have a different perspective potentially shared with you, okay? Let's move forward then with the Six of Swords and this Abundance, this Three of Cups in the reverse position on Sunday's energy, please. They want me to take one on the Hangman first. Okay. Hangman. Woo! Two of Cups in the reverse position and the Tower. Jeez. There's a lot of emotions in this. Basically, all the twos are down. So very strong decision being made with this relationship, and a decision that was made of strong decision. So something just wasn't working. And the universe is just validating that, okay? Let's move into the Abundance and the Science card, please. Okay. We have the Moon and the Page of Cups. The moon in the reverse position does have a lot to do with emotions and subconscious and secrets. It also has a lot to do with loyalty. And I need to say that word loyalty and infidelity also comes out of the situation, but so does creativity. But the moon has revealed what needs to be revealed, and the Page of Cups is coming through to offer. There is a new offering to someone in this position here. There is a new cup of love. There is a new inspiration. There is new something that is coming as well. We'll take one more, two more, they said. Ooh, Six of Cups. Are you dealing with someone from your past? And Pluto shows up sideways, the Judgment card. Okay, we've talked about the Pluto card. I do need to tell you that this placement is here for everyone on Sunday. So Pluto in Capricorn definitely shows up here. Again, sideways position means that there is an opportunity for continued healing with this, but whatever decision is coming out of this situation is going to be up to you because they're sideways. So it's in the transitory period. So the best opportunity that I can share with you is really taking time to go in, and whatever the situation is that's going on will correct itself. You will find yourself in a better position, but you're going to have to give yourself a little bit of time to process whatever the situation is for you. And I feel very strongly there's three energies that are here. So again, I get more business out of it, but even if the business happens to be you and a relationship and someone else interfering in the situation, or there's just something that's not quite gelling, that is being called out within the Scorpio season for you to acknowledge, heal it, and then change to move forward. But I gotta tell you, it does absolutely look like this is the thing. You made a decision already to start this ball in motion, and the universe is just telling you to honor the emotion that you have in this particular situation as well. Healing needs to be done on multiple different levels. And even though you may have cussed someone out, or you said, I really don't think this is going to work out, whatever that situation is, it still needs to be honored as a really deep emotion, okay? And awareness coming through. Now, if the situation is because you started to feel the tingles and your spidey senses kind of went off a little bit about what this situation is, trust and know that the universe is working with you within your own body to really share with you. You kind of already know that there's some shenanigans that are going on, and you know, congratulations to yourself about trying to move forward very, very quickly out of this particular situation. Okay, now I'm going to pull an angel guide card, and then we will go into the details for the placements and see what other details can be added to you, whether you're sun, moon, or rising. Okay, let's get an angel guide card for our Capricorns, please, with this situation. Thank you. Transformation, yeah. Whatever you're going through right now is an extremely big part of your transformation. That's again exactly what this season is about. It's transforming with the knowledge that you're coming into a new part of you. Keep your gratitude up. Count your blessings for what it is that you do have, what it is that you already know, so because you are moving forward very, very quickly. And again, it takes a very courageous person to be able to do that. So live in that area. I will read this card at the end. Now, if you are a Capricorn sun, then these are your additional messages. First, yeah, your revolving revolution, solar eclipse. Now, could be that you were dealing with the solar eclipse that was going on back in June and summertime, but there is another solar eclipse that is happening here in the month of December. Okay, and I want you to take a look at that card 44. Doesn't show up. So you have 5-5, you have 4-4, so you have some really interesting, you have 10-10, you've got a lot of big energies that are happening this particular week leading up to, I think, is going to be the solar eclipse. The biggest energy that you have here, this is the big factor for you, is the Three of Coins energy, which is the energy of three people. It has the energy of three meaning trying to create, learning, growing, okay? That is a huge energy that comes out of the Three of Coins. Apprenticeship, learning, and teaching. Ooh. You have two major angel cards here, but here's what you're being shown from the universe. You are seeing things for what they truly are at this particular moment, okay? So congratulations to yourself on that one. We have the energy of the divine feminine coming through here. The energy from our... hold on, woman. Couldn't think of the word. The Lightworker Oracle deck. Sorry! Couldn't think of the word. The divine feminine coming through here at this particular moment, okay? We have two big angels that are showing up for you here. Wow, these are both big, powerful angels coming from our fire. I will read these to you here in just a second. Let me grab my book here. So Akaya is the first angel that's stepping forward, and Akaya is, well, Rahael's page stepped forward, but let me get Akaya's page. Akaya is talking about patience, okay? So Akaya is the angel of patience. He's a seraphim, okay? He enjoys researching the mysteries of the universe and long-lost secrets as well. Let's see what else. Yeah, it says if you're in a hurry to achieve a specific goal, the lesson is to slow down and let as much time as necessary pass to ensure that you get the results that you really want. Evaluate the situation and make sure that you're working conscientiously and logically. Don't make any hasty decisions, and make sure you have all of the facts, okay? So there's something in that for you. Rahael, okay, is about self-respect. He works to make sure that there's a lot of respect, especially for one's parents. He also works hard to work on humanitarian ideals. He works with both the mind and the body in order to support, okay? The reason that this card is popping up is because they're saying that there may be a need for you to value yourself a little bit more. So think of your achievements and your contributions to family and friends and colleagues. You do need to stand up for yourself when necessary and make sure that your contributions are absolutely being valued. Keep an eye on your thoughts and try to keep most of them as positive as you possibly can. That kind of supports what's going on with this attitude of gratitude card that came out with the angels. And they do definitely have a lot of things to say about you watching your physical health as well. Keeping your body moving is going to help process and move the energy. So let me get you one quick dealio here from the... God bless, woman. Why can't you speak English today? What is going on with you? The Lightworker Oracle deck here. Let's see what the divine wisdom of the feminine has to offer you. So this is supposed to help you grow into your vision, your dreams, and the fulfillment of your actual life purpose, okay? Perhaps you envision a very different life for yourself to what it is that you're currently experiencing. And this wisdom reminds you you can experience even the most extraordinary dreams as reality if you're willing to grow into what it is that you desire, okay? So to become what you seek, you have to surrender, sacrifice, hangman, surrender any plans about how you can best manifest your dreams and instead allow life to guide and nourish you through this experience each day. So basically that is what's going on here with this hangman energy for you. This is a critical point for you this upcoming weekend. If you're willing to surrender to what the universe is trying to share with you, deep meditation, then you will find out the additional detail that you need, okay? Now, if you are a Capricorn rising, these are your additional messages. First, you guys, this is so important for all of you. Moon, sacrifice, Neptune, that is exactly the same card for you as well. Information coming out to you, okay? And you needing to be able to deal with this whole Neptunian energy. The biggest energy that we have for you is that Ace of Swords. So whoever this Ace of Swords could represent, clarity, needing to wield that sword. It's the one that's chasing you from last week as well. It showed up a couple of different times here. That is the biggest important factor for you. So here's the deal. The Ace of Swords is very much a gift, but it's a double-edged sword. So you're either going to cut something completely out, right? You can do that very, very gently, or you can be very, very harsh with it. So that is why they're saying that that is the biggest energy that's coming through. It's the clarity that you seek. So you really do need to find it. What the universe is saying is be very, very clear about what it is that you want. Okay? Now, you have, you have Archangel Hameliah who steps forward. Now, Hameliah is the angel of all Virgo born, okay? So I'm sure we're going to be talking about being very, very practical. And then you have actually the 6th ray of devotion that steps up here as your other card. So let's start with Hameliah. Let me just get his page. I passed it. Let's see. Hameliah is going to be an earth sign, so he will be at the beginning. Virgo born. Idealism. There you go. That's an additional message from Hameliah for you. He is the ruler of August, and he looks after the people born under the sign of Virgo, okay? He also has the Star of David as one of his symbols. But you've drawn this card because you need to realize the world is not perfect and people may not always live up to your expectations. So take life as it comes, go with the flow, and do something frivolous every now and again, purely for the fun of doing something different within your energy. Very interesting message, okay? Let us see here what we have with the 6th ray of devotion. I believe you're going to get another archangel that is out of this one as a backup. Let us see what we have. Yeah, you do. Okay. So with the 6th ray of devotion is talking about qualities of persistence and then unwavering focus and intensity of feeling. Got to honor your feels. That's what I said. It's a gift of strength to more mountains with say what? It is a gift of the strength to move mountains with your will for what you love. So when the 6th ray of devotion appears, you are being given guidance that even if you do not seem to have much worldly power currently, the power of your beliefs can conjure any obstacles. So this is that attitude of gratitude, raising your vibration so that you can talk about the new things that you want to have come into your awareness. Now, this is who steps forward. Archangel Uriel steps forward. Very, very strong energy so that you can receive the ray of the 6th ray of devotion, being devoted to yourself, your soul growth, and your faith. Okay. Now, if you are a Capricorn Moon, let's see what we got. Ooh, yeah. Take a look at your chart and pull up where your Saturn return is. But the Saturn return comes up with wisdom, which usually comes with age. And here's your other 5. You're in that change process right now. Okay. The biggest energy that's coming up for you, very, very interesting, is the major arcana of Hermit, Virgo energy, needing to go within and do the inner work a little bit, but also realizing you are the light, you are source as well, and you can be supporting other people. You have a lot of wisdom within you. Cultivate stillness. You need to be quiet. You need to listen to what the universe is trying to tell you right now. Be in Virgo mode. Oh, wow. You also have the 3rd ray of creative intelligence. I will read that for you. And you also have the Mac Daddy of the teacher angels right here, Archangel Michael, stepping forward. He is the ultimate teacher. He is, in a lot of senses, the hermit in a way. Okay, he has a lot of learnings. So let's focus on this 3rd way for you really, really quickly. And then let's see who wants to step forward. Yeah, this is a big one. This is a big one. So the 3rd ray, okay, of intelligence is all about bringing forth practical spirituality and developing the talent for grounding your inspired creativity into the world, it empowers your manifestation. So this ray brings many gifts, including new ideas and the practical support needed to bring them into life. The ability to organize, making connections and networking and synthesizing information from various sources into your current world. Archangel Hameliah. Woo, he's very powerful. Archangel Hameliah helps you to receive this gift from the universe with love and intelligence. So call on Hameliah. He is very big angel, okay? Now, let me pull Melchizedek for you, because this is a no joke angel that we got going on here. He is the oldest archangel that is in creation, if you will. Archangel Melchizedek. I have memorized his page, okay? He is talking about finding peace, okay? Finding peace. You need time on your own. That's basically what's being said here, to find that inner peace. So you've got to be able to nurture your own self in some way and think about the things that are important to you. Not anybody else, you. What is most important to you? So if you can eliminate some of the stress and worry in your life and use this time also to find activities that you enjoy, okay? So hopefully you guys were able to get some decent information out of that one. Let's go into what the sacred geometry has to offer you for right now based on this pineal gland. Turned right to it. All right, you guys, here you go. Here's a mantra if you need it for this week. I awaken my pineal gland to strengthen, enable its full potential, to stimulate my clairvoyant abilities. And even if you're already woke, use this to strengthen it and help clear if you've had some challenges, okay? I awaken my pineal gland to strengthen and enable its full potential, to stimulate my clairvoyant abilities. So it's time to start reactivating or awakening your pineal gland when this card shows up. And the crystal suggestion that they have for you is Herkimer diamond, selenite, capped quartz, nirvana quartz, phenacite. Woo! That's a very strong one. So if you can hold that energy or hold that crystal while you're in meditation and going through these processes this week, just watch how you get tuned in super fast. And phenacite's usually very tiny, tiny but mighty. Herkimer diamond you can get in various strengths and sizes as well. So listen, whether you are Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, I hope that you found this information valuable, useful, and you learned some new information and support systems for yourself this week as you're going through these major changes yourself. If you did enjoy this broadcast, make sure that you give it a like. You can comment, you can share. If you're a visitor for the first time, thank you for being here, and consider subscribing to the channel so that you can get notified. If you did get everything you wanted out of this one, make sure that you are looking at your sun, your rising, your moon, and your north node. And of course, if you need any help trying to figure out some of those details, you can pop me a note and I'm happy to help you with that. And I'm open for bookings if you'd like to take a personal booking and get down to the nubs of what your angels, guides, and crossover loved ones would like to share with you with regards to any topic. Then of course you can go in the description box and find the booking information to hook up with me, okay? Having had said that, many, many, many blessings, you guys, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye for now.